Access Micro Scholarship Program, which is funded by the U.S. Department of State and administered by MNEs. We're so lucky to be part of this wonderful program.
Today, we will be graduating more than 300 students from Netherlands and Rwanda. Today's graduates are part of a group of almost 1,300 Access students from all over the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem.
Our participation in the Access program was a great experience for us. We improved our English language, we made new friends, and learned a lot about the American culture. Today, we will celebrate what we have accomplished during the last 2 years.
Now let's stand up for the Palestinian and American national anthem. The Palestinian and American national anthem will be performed by Malak Owaza, an Access alumni who graduated in 2014. She has a great voice and we appreciate having her here today. Please stand up for the anthem.
our flag once still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Paula. We are honored that representatives from our parties responsible for giving us this wonderful opportunity are present today to witness our graduation.
Amelie's has been a great supporter of this program for many years and will be remembered by all of us. We now have the honor of hearing a few words from Mr. Stephen Keller, the country director of Amelie's.
I'm really impressed with your English and your public speaking skills. Who's your public speaking teacher? Where's Imam? Raise your hand. Imam! Well done. And Miss Joanna. Where's Joanna? There you have each different teacher. Joanna, thank you. You both did very well with your public speaking skills. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. للوالديكم فوق تحت. شكرا لحضوركم لهذه الحفلة تخرج أولادكم من برنامج أكسس. نحن مبسوطين جدا من أولادكم وكل الشكر كمان لكم لدوركم في نجاح أولادكم وبناتكم في هذا البرنامج. بس لو سمحت عشان أولادكم وبناتكم يعرفوا اللغة الإنجليزية أنا سأتكلم باللغة الإنجليزية وإن شاء الله بعضكم منكم تفهموا شوية وبعدين تسأل أولادكم وبناتكم إذا عندكم اهتمام. Okay, so I'm going to speak in English because my message really is mostly for all of you who are graduating today. I want to start by welcoming some very special guests that we have today present to witness this momentous occasion in your lives. We have representing the American consulate in Jerusalem. She's the acting consul general, the deputy principal officer, Dorothy Shea, and a great supporter of this program. Those of you from Nablus, if you participated in the olive harvest, you will remember Dorothy. I hear some people saying, yes. We also have her colleagues from the consulate, Bill Murad and Meg Rodriguez. Thank you both for coming. We also have, representing the Ministry of Education and Higher Education, Sakina Alian Bakula. Sakina, who is a Fulbright alumna, another success story of a State Department exchange program, and an advisor, an academic advisor to the Minister of Education. From UNRWA, another partner on the program, Wahid Gibran. Well, he is the Deputy Director of the Field Education Program in the West Bank. Thank you for coming, Wahid. And thank you, all of you, for coming. I'm sure you wouldn't miss it for the world. This is your graduation from Access. I still can't believe it myself that you're graduating today. But don't think of it as the end, think of it as the beginning of even more to come. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about a little bit. I'm going to skip over the parts about how many of you there are and how many alumni, because I think our host and hostess already covered that, and maybe others in their remarks will cover it as well. But I want to actually just mention to you all something you might not know. Do you all know who the Secretary of State was before John Kerry? She's a she, I'll give you a hint. Very good, Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton came to Ramallah years ago when she was Secretary of State, and she met with Access students like you. She sat down with them in a classroom around in a circle, face to face, and had a great conversation with them and talked to them about her inspiration, who was Sally Ride, the first woman astronaut in outer space. I believe it was to launch International Women's History Month. And afterwards, she was so impressed with the Access students she met that she announced some new program opportunities to benefit all Palestinian students, but in particular, she had you all in mind. I'm not going to quote everything she said, but the part that I really want to share with you, in her remarks she said, "This program, Access, has been laying an educational foundation for nearly 4,000, at that time, Palestinian students. But it should not be the final chapter in their learning." That's the key part. It should not be the final chapter in their learning. So she announced more Kennedy Lugar Youth Exchange and Study scholarships for Palestinians for the coming year, that year. And how many of you applied to the YES program? Good. I hope all of you get the chance to go. But even if you didn't get selected, or if you didn't apply, but you're interested in U.S. study, Secretary Clinton announced another program which is called Opportunity Grants. Here, the consulate calls it the Abraham Lincoln Incentive Grants Program, or just Lincoln. Do any of you know about Lincoln? Have you heard of what is Lincoln? I see some hands. I think that means that Sanat Itayim, our educational advisor, might have come to talk to you. That program especially is for people who want to go to college or university in the United States. Okay? And it's really important that if you are thinking of going to college and university in the United States, that you don't wait until after you have your Taljiki. So many times, poor Sanat is overwhelmed after the Taljiki scores come out. Students are coming into her office saying, Sanat, أخذ 95 على Taljiki, بدي منها لأمريكا. And she just looks so sad and shakes her head and says, Habibti, you're too late. Because you are. By the time you even take your Taljiki, American colleges and universities have already decided who they're going to let in and whether they're going to give them a scholarship. So that means you need to talk to us, talk to the consulate, and talk to Sanat. Pretty much now would be a good time to start, if you're thinking about doing this. The Lincoln program, if you are able to get in, will help you. Will help you plan according to the process and the deadlines. It will provide free preparation for the SAT test, for the TOEFL test. These are required tests for all American colleges and university admissions. It will help you with your essay writing, something also very important. if you want to get into an American college or university. It will help you research and pay also for up to 6 applications at American colleges and universities. So if you're interested in that, we're going to be recruiting for Lincoln pretty soon, and you should be in touch with Sanat Itayam in our office here in Ramallah in Madeira. We have to thank the U.S. Department of State for the Lincoln program and Secretary Clinton for announcing it. And last but not least, she announced a program called A+, the American Palestinian Local University Scholarships Program, which is for Palestinian students who, for whatever reason, can't or won't be able to study in the United States. So I'm just saying this so you understand that the U.S. Department of State, through the consulate here, and Avid East as their partner, we really want to continue to help you advance your academic and professional career. And we have lots of programs to help you do that. So please keep in touch with us. Don't be strangers after this graduation. I want to give time for other people to talk, so I'm going to skip ahead more, and I just have a few thank yous I want to say to people involved in making this program a success. As I mentioned, the American Consulate General in Jerusalem, the U.S. Department of State's representative here in Palestine, this is their program. Access came from the State Department. It's global, it's huge, it's similar from country to country, and if all of you think that this has been a life-changing experience for you, just think about how many other young people are having the same life-changing experience all around the world, thanks to the generosity of my government, the U.S. government, the Department of State. Avid East is privileged and proud to have been entrusted with the stewardship of this program during this time in Palestine. And we're all really proud of you. But thank you, American Consulate, for your role in this program. In particular, again, I want to thank Dorothy, Bill, and Meg. And I also need to thank someone who's not here, Rachel Leslie, the Cultural Affairs Officer, who has worked so hard and tirelessly on behalf of this program and many others. Usually loves to come to these graduations and share with you her remarks, and she can't today because she's on maternity leave. Did she give birth yet? She didn't give birth yet. She's going to give birth very soon to a new baby, and so, inshallah, we wish her the best, and wish she could be here. And we need to thank, of course, our other 2 partners on this program. We would not have been able to recruit most of you without the strong cooperation of the Ministry of Education and Higher Education and UNRWA. Nearly all of you are students from either a public school or an UNRWA school. And we wouldn't be able to find you if it weren't for people like Sakina and Wahid and their colleagues at the Ministry and UNRWA. So thank you very much for your partnership, and we look forward to continuing that partnership. I also need to thank the team, the Access team at Avid East, Maha and Intisar and Ramallah, Wissam, his loud voice you've heard doing crowd control. He's not just our driver, he's so much more. And we're grateful for his commitment to all of our programs. Our team in Nablus, they're here somewhere because I saw them. Karam, Rafiq. Nice to see you. Our volunteers, our interns there. They have a very active office with a lot of young people helping out, and you really just feel the energy when you walk into that office. Thank you for all you do up in Nablus to make this program a success. And really, I say last but not least, it's a saying in English that you might have heard, definitely not least, and this is clear from reading some of your essays and from talking to some of you, if you had to pick one person out of everybody involved in this program that really made the biggest difference in your life, that literally transformed who you are and maybe where you're now going, I think all of you would say your teachers. صح? Okay, that's what I thought. So, I mean, there are really no words. Teaching is such an important and noble profession and totally underpaid, I know. And so we are so grateful for the commitment of all of our teachers and the energy that you all put into your students. We know that you put in way more time than you're actually paid for on this program, and it's a labor of love, and that you care so much about your Access students. I always hear stories later of how you're in touch with your alumni and helping connect them to opportunities. We're so grateful to the teachers. So I want to, so all of you know who the teachers are, can all of the teachers stand up together? And I want a lengthy, warm, loud round of applause for the teachers. Anjit, you all are the heart and the soul of this program, and we are grateful for your service. I am not going to say any more. I want to give others a chance to talk. As I say every year though, please do keep in touch with us. We do want to keep helping you along your journey. Again, this is not the end. This is a new beginning. Mabruk for Society for Mustafa.
We'd like to thank you, Mr. Stephen Keller, for these kind words, and thanks again to Emirates for your role in the Access program. Now, we're most grateful for the support of the U.S. Department of State, which funds the Access program. The American Consulate in Jerusalem has worked with Emirates for the past 9 years to impact the lives of over 9,825 Palestinian students. We now call upon Ms. Dorothy Shah, Deputy Principal Office from the American Consulate, to say a few words.
Thank you. What a wonderful crowd and a warm welcome. And I have to echo the praise for your beautiful English language and presentation skills. I'm going to see if I can return the favor for just 30 seconds بالعربي. صباح الخير وأهلا وسهلا فيكم جميعا. بحب أبدأ بالترحيب بضيوف الشرف اليوم طلاب أكسس ووالديكم من رام الله ونابلس باللغة العربية بما أنهم قضوا وقت طويل وهم يتعلموا بلغتي أنا. ألف مبروك لكم وإحنا فخورين فيكم جدا. But because I know your English skills are much better than my Arabic skills, I will continue بالإنجليزي. And I too would like to acknowledge some of our honored guests. Sakina Alayan, Academic Advisor to the Minister of Education. Wahid Jabran, Deputy Chief of the UNRWA Field Education Program. Stephen Keller and others from the Ahmadiyya staff. Family, friends, and of course, our graduates. It is indeed my pleasure to be with you today and to congratulate you on behalf of the American Consulate General in Jerusalem, and on behalf of the State Department and the people of the United States of America. And I must say, I was getting tears in my eyes when I heard about your accomplishments, and I'm so proud of you. It is a terrific achievement to successfully graduate from this program. You and your family should be extremely proud of your accomplishments. Over the past 18 months, you completed 240 hours of English language after-school training, 15 hours of public speaking training, 85 hours of intensive summer English classes, and 20 hours of community service, artistic expression, and cultural enhancement activities. This is just extraordinary. During my time here in Jerusalem, I've had the good fortune to meet many Palestinian students in the Access program, and Access graduates as well. And I've even participated in some of your activities. And of course, I've been very impressed by your English language skills. Also your knowledge of American culture. But just as importantly, about how you have shared your culture with me. So, for example, last October, I got to celebrate the olive harvest, Otlat Kotef al-Zaytun, with some of the Access students from Nablus. And we were in a northern village called Asira Shamalia. It was one of my favorite experiences since I arrived in this region about 7 months ago. And I still remember some of the conversations that we had as you taught me how to harvest olives from the tree. And we would climb up on ladders and use rakes to pull down the olives. Thank you for sharing that part of your culture with me. But for all of you, I want to say, you were chosen to be among this select group of Access students who joined this program in June, and all 304 of you who are graduating from Ramallah and Nablus have exceeded the expectations of your teachers, your families, and everyone involved in the Access program. You have gone above and beyond what was expected of you, not only in learning English, but also in being leaders in your communities. Through the Access program, you learned about the importance of volunteerism, an ideal that is shared by millions of Americans as well. And I was impressed to see that firsthand. Ramallah Access students have made it a priority to volunteer helping the older generation at a local senior citizen home. Over the very difficult summer this past year, you also took a special initiative and worked with local organizations to package emergency kits for residents of Gaza. And throughout the olive harvest season, you offered your time and your strength and your energy to help Palestinian farmers succeed under very difficult circumstances, sometimes when they had mere hours to harvest their olives. This is amazing work, and it has already made you good examples in your communities and for Palestinians everywhere. Of course, through the Access program, all of you have learned English, which is obviously central to the program. But you have also demonstrated your interest in serving others here in the West Bank and in becoming leaders in your schools and communities and having an impact on your society. So I want to agree with something Stephen Keller said, which is that today's graduation ceremony actually marks a new beginning for you. I too don't want you to think of this as the end of a chapter, but rather the beginning of what comes next. As you continue to grow and develop as leaders of change in your society, and that you, I'm sure, will be the best possible representatives of your own culture and traditions to the world at large. Access, I hope, will open many other doors for you. And I'm thrilled that each year, Access students have applied for and been selected as Youth Exchange and Study Program students, the YES program, and in which high school students spend a year living with an American family and studying at a high school in the United States. So 12 Access students from your year will be leaving for the United States on this YES program, and 3 students are already there. Also, Access students are routinely selected for the Abraham Lincoln Incentive Grants Program, the other program that Stephen Keller mentioned, which assists students to compete for scholarships and pursue undergraduate studies at universities in the United States. I know that all of you have dreams and goals for the future. And I hope that the skills that you learned through the Access program will benefit you as you pursue those for the rest of your lives. I hope you have a better understanding of America, and I hope also that you will have the chance to study and travel abroad, including in the United States. And I have a feeling that you're going to be more competitive when you seek professional opportunities in the workforce. You all have worked very hard to make Access a success and to build better lives for yourselves and your communities. And so for all the work that you have done and that your colleagues have helped you do, I want to take this opportunity to again thank your teachers, your families, and Ahmed East for their support for this program. I would also like to thank the Ministry of Education for being such a strong partner in this program, and particularly for its assistance in publicizing Access among public schools throughout the West Bank, and for helping us in our recruitment efforts. And in addition, I want to thank UNRWA for all that it has done to support Access, including promoting the program, recruiting participants, and donating classroom space. So thank you again, and lastly, I thank all of the Access teachers for their investment and support for this program, and making it fun to learn English. All the best to you. Alf Mabruk.
Thank you, Ms. Dorothy Shea, for taking part in our special day in supporting this program. We also welcome a representative from the Ministry of Education, Ms. Sukaina Aliyan.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وأهلا وسهلا فيكم، وتحية خاصة لكل واحد فيكم بهذا اليوم. بعرفش قديش في لي وقت على البرنامج، بدي أحاول أختصر وأحكي الأشياء المهمة بس. First of all, let me give my greetings, the Ministry of Education greetings, particularly Her Excellency Mrs. Khawla Shakhshir, Dr. Khawla Shakhshir, to thank the Ahmed East and the USAID and the American Consulate for putting all these efforts to make the Access program a real success. Mrs. Shakhshir has told me to give her very special thanks because she, as well as other ministers before, have special partnership relationship with the Ahmed East and with the American Consulate. I have to tell you, this is not a secret, that there are some partners, because they pay their money, they try to let their agenda as the most important agenda, to impose their ideas and their suggestions on us. And this is why we got rid of them, we got sick of them, and we tell them, stop here, we don't want to work with you. And some other partners are very respectable and very sensitive partners. And so, like the American Consulate and the Ahmed East. And so, we'd like to work with those. And because we'd like to work with them, because they have the real commitment to work with the ministry and to work with the Palestinian people, that's why what they do is always a success. I want to say also that we have to particularly thank the USAID and the Ahmed East and the American Consulate, I'm saying this again, because all the graduates from this course, later we discovered that they are the people who got the highest scores in the Tawjih exam in English. They also became the more competitive, the people who were more competitive in getting scholarships. Like what Steve has mentioned, the scholarship of Abraham Lincoln, the A+, the YES program. Also other scholarships run by the EU, the European Union. So in the previous week, we have been reviewing some applications. And we found out that the most competitive people are graduates of this course. So this is why we so much appreciate the work that has been done for this access program. The US state actually has given Palestine, I'm not going to talk about numbers, but these things the ministry is aware of, and also some people are aware of, but many other people may not know that the Access micro scholarships are given to other Arab and neighboring countries. The thing is that Palestine is given every year 5 or 6 or maybe 10 times as the portion given to other countries. As we say in Arabic, Palestine is given the lion's portion. كل سنة فلسطين حصة الأسد بعطوها في هاي البلح. وهاي البلح مقدمة بعثات يعني هاي البعثات مقدمة كاملة من الشعب الأمريكي. يعني I'd like to stress here. أنا بحب يعني في هذه المناسبة إنه أذكر شيء يمكن كان المفروض ما أحكي، بس أنا صريحة كثير بحب إني أحكي لأنه شو بنحكي في الاجتماعات الناس أول على آخر they don't know that. يوم 11/3 on March 11th we met with Mr. David Harden. He is the mission director of the whole of the USA. Mr. David Harden, he said that we are happy to work with the Palestinians more than any other nation or people in the Middle East. هذا الكلام كتاب الحرف الواحد. وقال إنه هو والناس اللي يناصروه they struggle hard to get the approval of the congressmen to agree on the money given to this scholarship and to other scholarships and to other work of USAID in Palestine. And this is why this is something we should appreciate and thank him for. He also said that he has some kind of battles in the capital. يعني بنعمل مرات يعني نوصل مرات النقاش لحد كبير ونقاش مع الايباك، صراع شديد مع الايباك ومع المنظمات اللي بتدعم اولاد عمنا مشان نحصل المصاري هاي ومشان يعطونا كل هالبعثات ويعطونا كل هالمنح وفي كثير مجالات. This is why we should be very, very thankful to them. Particularly, I would like to thank the Acting Consul General, Mrs. Dorothea Sheen, Mr. I know I'm not going to say many things about each one. You know that. Mr. Stephen Keller, who has been not only the director in the West Bank and Gaza, the USA director, but he has been the leader of the work of the USA. He worked very, very deeply from his heart, as if you, the students, were his real sons. He showed all kinds of commitment. Also, I have to thank May Barghouti تشتغل مع برامج كثيرة في الشهر في الوزارة وبالمراد انتصار المشاهدة انتصار مها وبينها يعني هذول مش بيقولوا في all warriors وفي hidden warriors وفي جنود مشهورين. هذول الناس بيشتغلوا ليل نهار، بعرف بتصلوا فيه على 6 وعلى 7 بالليل مشان يتابعوا معكم، مشان يعني الناس مع بعض بيشتغلوا مع بعض. We have to thank you so much. برضه أنا بحب قبل ما أوصل لأشكر الطلاب وآبائهم وأمهاتهم I like to say something about how and why these scholarships, these programs and courses are important. I have been working for the ministry for a long time, since the very start of the ministry. In 1998, a decision was taken that we will start English language teaching from grade 1. And the implementation of that decision started in 2000. Now it's about 15 years. And at that time, when Dr. Naim Abu Hummus has taken that decision with other people, consulting with other people, we thought that we will be able to make, or we are going to have some kind of magic recipe and make our students, our graduates, get a higher mastery of English far much better than we expected. Unfortunately though, that kind of expectations were very ambitious and we couldn't do that. Why? You may be wondering. I'm going to go for other 3 minutes no more. You may be wondering because we have the same constraints, the financial constraints, and the curricular constraints. The English language classes were not increased. Yes, we increased we started earlier, but the English language classes were not increased. So these courses, the Access training, Access course, English course, gives the students a real mastery or a very good mastery of English. Why? Because they have 360 hours over 2 years. So this is not too much, but this is sufficient enough to raise the mastery of English. So what's been done here, what's been done in this course, integrates and is in coherence with what we do in the Palestinian curriculum. Anyway, something for the ahali, something for the parents that are coming here. Please don't misunderstand the history or the people at the NAPs. I know that many of you have wanted to get all your students, all your kids to take course in this, to be part in this course. But of course, there are limitations. So even if they didn't get it, you have to justify. We try our best, but we can do more. And we hope that in the future time, the MFEs will be able to give more classes and more classes and to take more students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Sakina, for coming today, and we hope we made you proud of us. We are also honored to have a representative from UNRWA, Mr. Wahid Jubran.
صباح الخير. أول شيء ما تخافوا، خلوني آخر واحد عشان إيش؟ عشان ما أحكيش كثير. بس هلا طلبوا مني أحكي بالعربي، كل شيء بالعربي، بس كنت إيش أحكي بالعربي ويطلع طلابي أشطر مني وأساتذتي أشطر مني، هذه مشكلة. فلازم أبين كمان أنا كمان I can manage in English. مش بس الطلاب اللي خرج ما شاء الله عليهم. فهذا لو يجي يستك قديش بتقدر تفهم علي خصوصا الشباب والشابات الجداد. وبالاخر انتم تعطوني علامه، ايدي علامه وانتم علامه. علامه على شطارتي وعلامه على شطارتي. طيب اذا كان مش هطول فببدا مع مسز دورothy شي acting consulate general. مستر ستيف كيلر الدايركتور للأميكيز ممثل وزارة التربية والتعليم، الأساتذة، الطلاب، الخريجين، الأهالي. أنا فعلا سعيد. So it gives me great pleasure to share you in this very special occasion, which is the 9th annual English Micro Scholarship Graduation Ceremony. I know there is a series of ceremonies, and this is one of them. One was last week, and the other one will be next week. But I'm really impressed that since its inception, we are witnessing every year graduates who are mastering the skills of English language in addition to other things. The Access program, it presents a great opportunity to the students where they can improve their English language, develop their communication skills, strengthen their appreciation and commitment to civic values through community service. It also deepens the students' understanding of the American culture and society. Many UNRWA students, UNRWA لما بحكي UNRWA بعد فيها وكالة الغوث الدولية، اللي في عندنا 97 مدرسة في الضفة الغربية غير المدارس اللي في غزة، وبالتالي طلاب المدارس الأوروا سكولز اللي بدرسوا من الصف الأول للتاسع ما عدا شعفات بدرسوا العاشر. As UNRWA, many UNRWA students who come from underprivileged and economically disadvantaged backgrounds were fortunate to participate in this program since its inception. I am confident that they have learned a lot and they have benefited greatly from this program. Access program comes congruent, it comes in line with UNRWA education system. UNRWA education system, it develops the full potential of Palestinian refugees to enable them to be confident, innovative, questioning, thoughtful, tolerant, open-minded, and upholding human values, religious tolerance, proud of their Palestinian identity, contributing positively to the development of their society and the global community. This is the mission of UNRWA. We in UNRWA are very proud of this high level of coordination and cooperation with MEPs, which is for the interest of the Palestinian youth and generations and Palestinian children. This cooperation is materialized on the ground through several activities. Chief among them are the annual discovery camps, because UNRWA schools are open to other activities which are administered by MEPs, which are called discovery camps, in addition to this Access program. On behalf of UNRWA Education Program, وبالنيابة عن برنامج التعليم وكالة الغوث, I would like to seize this occasion to express our deep gratitude to the United States Department of State for its generous support to the Access program. I would like also to extend our sincere thanks to MEPs, country director, to staff of MEPs who spared no effort to make this program a great success. Special thanks goes to the teachers and parents who were described by Stephen as the soul and the heart of the program for their endless support to the students I am confident that the objectives of this program success could not be achieved fully without their support. Finally, I salute you, dear graduates, who will be rewarded today for their hard work, commitment, and persistence over the last 2 years. We are all proud of you. نحن فخورون جدا بكم أيها الطلبة الشباب والشابات. أجمل التهاني إلى الأمام. شكرا لاستماعكم وإلى اللقاء.
Thank you, Mr. Wahid Jabbar, for these kind words. Now, some of the graduates would like to perform some songs to honor today's graduation. These songs represent some of the feelings we'd like to express and the values we have learned through the Access program. First, we're proud to introduce a group of Access graduates from Ramallah who will perform a song that sums up who we are. It is called We Are the World. So please listen to it.
There comes a time
This is where the chapter ends. No one now begins. Time has come for letting go. The heart is far within me. All of these years, when we were here, heart aching, but God always remember we have had the time of our lives. Now the pages turn, the stories realize. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from now. There's some days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. Where the water meets the land, there's shifting on the sand, like the tide that ebbs and flows. Memories will come and go. All of these years when we were here are ending, but God always remember we have had the time of our lives. But now the pages turn, the stories realize. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from now. There's some days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. We say goodbye, we hold you tight to these memories that never lie. We say goodbye, we hold you tight to these memories that never lie. We have had the time of our lives, now the pages turn, the stories realize. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from now. There's some days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives.
Now, the Ramona Access graduates will perform the popular song called Happy.
Because I'm waiting on you.
Thank you. Now, Dallas Access graduates will perform a song that
Thank you.